Scream 7 is indefinitely coming out, but who is going to be the opening kill? Let's talk about it.
Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah. Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And follow me on all my socials. Follow me on all my socials. I can't talk this morning. I need a little bit of coffee. So yeah, if you want more Scream talk or anything like that, consider subscribing. So yeah, stick around for a little bit.
Hey, man, get to the damn fucking part.
But today I want to talk about Scream 7 a little bit more. You know, there's not a whole lot to chew on right now. There's a lot of questions up in the air, but we still need to theorize. We still need to talk about it because there's so many different ways that they could go with this movie. And one thing that is indefinite is there is going to be an opening death scene. And is that going to be something significant? Or is it going to be something fresh? Or could it be a big fuck you to Scream 5 and Scream 6 and getting rid of all that? And that's what today's topic is about, is if they are going with the legacy characters and they're gonna like do away with the Carpenter sisters, you know they'll probably reference it, but they're moving away from that. And if they're gonna be going back to legacy characters, then what's gonna happen to Chad and Mindy? That's what I want to know. I want to know exactly what's going to happen to Chad and Mindy, because what's their reason for not being around anymore? They're all just going to be written out and being like, oh, they all decided to just pile up in a car one day and just drive off into the sunset and live off the grid or whatever. Ghostface was able to find Sydney in Scream 3. How can they live that? How can all four of them just be off the grid like that and that just be it? So there's a couple of different ways that they could go about this. They could act like everything that happened before it was a stab film. That could be like, oh, well, everything we built in Scream 5 and Scream 6 is no longer a thing. They could just like wipe it clean, and they're all on a stab set again or something, like, and it'll be homage to Scream 3. That means that we could bring back David Arquette. That means we could bring back Deputy Judy or Sheriff Judy or whatever she is. Even if she's in that in the real world or whatever. So it could be like they could be playing that movie within a movie thing. But there is, if they do stay within the realm of this is the same world and everything, and they're going to make a continuation, we could see something similar to Scream 4, I think, like we're on, like it's a stab sequel, and we might have like a couple fake outs or something. But what if Sydney, or not Sydney, you got Chad and Mindy, and they're on the set or something, and what if they are like, helping out as like people that's lived through this, so they're sitting there and they're just like, hey, I'm going to give some pointers about how to make these stab movies and all that kind of stuff, and we kind of get like a little bit of dialogue that's Sam and Tara are gone, but we still got Chad and Mindy there. Wouldn't it be crazy if they both get killed in the opening scene, and that's like, oh, we're just getting rid of that real quick, Yeah, and I would not, like throw it out the window or anything, because everything that's happening and them having to shift gears and go into another direction, they could still get Chad and Mindy back and kill them off at the opening of the scene, and just being like, okay, we're done with that. They did that with Cotton Weary in Scream 3, and that's why I feel like that in some capacity we might have some like big death scene at the beginning to pattern Scream 3. Scream 5 pattern Scream 1, Scream 6 pattern Scream 2. I really think that Scream 7's still going to pattern Scream 3, and I think it's still going to pattern with that that big death scene at the beginning, and we could be losing somebody that we love tremendously, you know, like Chad and Mindy. I don't know who else, you know, we could lose a Gale Weathers, but I feel like that should be a little bit more earned and not an opening death scene. I feel like that needs to, because she is one of the legacy characters, she needs to be later on in the film or something, you know. I don't want Gale or even Dewey, or, you know, Dewey got his shine before he had to bite the knife, you know, and you know, we definitely don't want Sydney to die. So I think the legacy characters could never be like the ultimate kill, you know, like the beginning, the opening kill. But Chad and Mindy, they're still on the table, you know. We don't even know if they're tied into this movie at all. But if they are, I'm sure they could get them in the film for at least one scene, at least for their death scene or something. And that would be so dramatic and different, that a brother and sister get killed in the opening scene, especially somebody that we've grown towards in the last couple movies. That would be crazy. But I could see them pulling something like that. I could see them making a really asshole move like that, just to kind of like rip off that Band-Aid and cut those ties, and to be mean just a little bit. And then we can veer back to our legacy characters, Sidney Prescott and Gale Weathers and Kirby. You know, we can bring Kirby or some of the other legacy characters from the past. So you know, that's one way that they could really do it, or at least one of them die. You know, what if Mindy gets killed or Chad gets killed? Chad's lived through so many stabs now. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think it's even like more ridiculous than how many times Dewey has lived through stabs, because I think as much as Chad's been stabbed in one movie, I think Dewey's been stabbed like the entire franchise that many times, you know. So it's a little ridiculous, and I think it's stupid. And as much as I love the character of Chad, and Mindy's kind of a hit or miss, you know. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. But if you kill off Chad at that opening scene, that would be, you know, a very traumatic move, you know, like he was a protector of Tara. You know, did they develop that relationship? You know, are they going to just write him off and being like they moved off or something like that and live their life? And maybe years down the road, maybe they'll eventually want to come back to the franchise. You know, I don't know how that would actually play out. But this is something to speculate on and to theorize about. Who do you think that is going to be the opening kill for Scream 7? I have some other ideas of who the killer could, who could be the person to be the opening kill of Scream 7. So be looking out for those videos and subscribe to Destination Station. Yeah, because I just want to talk about this, because we are indefinitely getting Scream 7, and I really think they're going to still hit that mark of 2025. We just got a lot of questions up in the air, and that opening death scene, yeah, I'm going to be watching that trailer very closely. And if Mason Gooding and what's her name? I'm having a blank here. I'm having an old man brain fart here. But if Chad and Mindy is in the trailer, I'm going to see how many scenes they are. I'm going to be picking away that trailer and being like, okay, I only see them in one scene. That's not a good sign. That means they're probably going to get killed pretty early on or something. But if there are many different scenes, then, you know, that's a big question mark. We don't know when their death will be. But anyways, that's just me speculating. I want to hear about your thoughts. Who would you accept to be the opening kill for Scream 7? And do you think they're going to mirror Scream 3? And do you think we're going to veer back to the legacy characters? Or could Chad and Mindy actually be our new leads? That's a big possibility. And we still got the legacy characters in the background. Let me know how you want this to go. All right, I love your faces. This is Destination Station. Subscribe for more Scream Talk every Friday night, 10 p.m. Central, by the way. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.